Greetings everyone, your Kicking Life Guru, Master Rich Grogan here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. So today's bang, right hook of reality is this. If you say yes to this, essentially you're saying no to that. Now that could be good or bad, right? If I know me personally, I get in the habit of saying yes to too many things, and essentially that means saying no to my family, my friends, working on my book, Facebook engagement, all the things that sometimes I should probably prioritize a little bit better. We always want to do good. We always want to help out others. We want to always do everything we can, but sometimes by over-yesing, we're actually saying no to some of the good things, some of the great things. We're saying yes to the good, but we're saying no to the great. And I know we probably all heard that before, but that's a nice boom, right hook of reality as a reminder. Another thing, and I'm just sharing a personal story here. I posted something on my page a couple days ago, and I thought it was extremely positive, extremely motivational, and I mean, it really touched my heart. And I don't know how many countless people replied on it. Amen, God bless, thank you. And another person even replied, thank you very much. This is just what I needed today. Thank you for helping me, get over this little hump I'm going through, and all those things. And of course, man, I read those things and it touch my heart, makes me feel good, and makes me want to say yes to doing more of that, right? Well, inevitably, somebody, and there was, 200 and something likes and over 100 shares, somebody posted something a little on the ugly side. I don't know why, but they did. Now, me being a fighter, and I know a lot of our friends out there, somebody says something negative, somebody says something we don't agree with, somebody says something that frustrates us and makes us mad, we just want to jump through the phone or the device there and just pound them one. I get it. I'm the same way. I despise bullying or rude, disrespectful behavior, or anytime somebody tries to belittle another person or put them down and try to make them feel inferior. Now, I'm not sure why this person chose to post the ugliness, but then 2 or 3 other people kind of started a firestorm, did that. Now, here's the thing. I've got over, I don't know how many comments. I mean, countless comments, and 200, almost 300 likes and 100 shares. So I should have focused on that. But what I do, I took my yes time and focused on what should have been a no. Now, in my heart, I was trying to say, hey, I'm not sure what you took offense on this post. It's all from the heart, all trying to help inspire and motivate, and all that did was just totally fuel the fire. Now, shame on me for trying to do that, but I want to give the benefit of the doubt, and I wanted to try. My point is, I spent so much time that I shouldn't have spent on that. I should have deleted the comment, should have blocked and banned the users, and then moved on. But I didn't. I spent time on that. And by spending time on that, I took away from, writing my stuff for my podcast, took away from writing out another video blog, took away time that I could have been working on my book, or I could have been spending with my kids, or I took away time I could have been motivating and inspiring somebody else, working with the instructors. All those things I took away from because I said yes to this. And I know I'm guilty of saying yes to a lot of things I shouldn't. And especially, on social media there, a lot of times, and I don't know why people choose to be hateful, disrespectful, rude, mean, and ugly. I don't know. Maybe they're just, really insecure inside. Maybe that's their passion. Maybe that makes them happy to kind of troll others. I don't know. But all I know is I got sucked into that. And by doing that, I took away from what I should have been spending time on. And I see this happen constantly. I see some posts from people, and I'm like, they get in these firestorms and these arguments with people on political issues and on who knows what, stuff that just doesn't make any sense. And a lot of times, folks, I want you to realize the people that you're arguing with on Facebook and social media probably have nothing better to do. Probably have nothing better to do. You've got something better to do. You want to live your best possible life. And maybe they do too. Maybe I'm being judgmental here. I don't know, but I just know this. When you spend time on that, you're essentially saying yes to this and saying no to that. And I said no to what I should have been focusing on the most on. And that is doing what I do best, trying to empower and inspire people. Now, from my heart, I was trying to, say, come on, guys, it's a beautiful picture. It's talking about appreciating the love, the beauty that God has created. But for whatever reason, they had a problem with it, and for whatever reason, I spent too much time on it, which kind of inspired this blog to say, when you say yes to this, you're saying no to that. And the same thing with everything else. We always want to be helpful. We always want to do what we can, but I've gotten better. My mentors kind of helped me with it. Learn to say no to the good so you can say yes to the great. And that's the only way we're going to really, really help us be the very, very best we can be. Because if we're pulled in too many different directions, as we all are with everything else in life, then we're essentially not giving our very best in the places we should be giving our very best. And I'm just as guilty as anybody else, maybe even more so, I don't know, but darn it, I'm working on it, and I wanted to share that personal story with you and help you work on it too. So we're saying, and that means putting down this device, not getting engaged with battles on social media that are meaningless. You're not. And here's the thing, folks. I'm telling you, it's hard for me to say this because, man, I'm a fighter, and that's just who I am. Fighting for the very first breath of life, and then fighting my whole life for being a smaller person and trying to stand up for those that are a little, maybe, not as strong or weaker, or defending the rights of the weak and the innocent. And that's which side are we on there? My tattoo stands for that fist is to stand up for the right with justice and honor to protect the rights of the weak and innocent and those that can't properly defend themselves, those that can't stand up for themselves. And the whole tattoo has a meaning, but I just want to go with that fist, right? So I get it. You get engaged, you send something back, and then somebody fires back at you being disrespectful, and you're like, you son of a gun, I'll show you. And being fighters, you never want to lose a battle. I get that. I never want to lose a battle. But some battles, and 5 years ago I probably couldn't have said this, but I matured just a little bit. Some battles just aren't worth fighting. Aren't worth fighting because you can't win. And it's not that you can't win, but you can only change you. You can only help you. You can only inspire you to be your very best in order to better serve others. And if you're fighting with somebody that, for whatever reason, they're just gear set on, that's not worth the fight. That's not worth the fight. What's worth the fight is spending that time that you would have normally spent engaged in that battle, that worthless battle, spend that time on things that really matter. Spend that time on helping yourself become your very best in order to serve others to their very best. Spend that time, if you have kids, with your kids. Don't spend it fighting on social media. I've done those things, and I'm done. I'm like, what was I doing? Did I really just spend an hour? Come on, man, you're better than that. And that's kind of what I say to myself. So I'm saying that to you. You're better than that. Don't spend time doing those things, okay? Time is the most sacred commodity on the planet. We know that. Once it's gone, it's gone. We can't buy more time. We can't get more time back. So do what you can today to savor that time, because it could be, life's such a fragile thing. It could be gone instantly. Well, hopefully we're around for some time, but being around, you want to live your very best life. So plant the seeds today. Do those small little things today. Say yes to the things that are meaningful today and say no to the things that are not meaningful, so tomorrow's going to be even better. Yeah, get some extra sleep. Put down the device. Watch your nutrition. Eat a little bit better. Say yes to the good food, no to the bad. Say yes to getting up a little bit earlier and going to the gym, no to sleeping in. Now, we can sleep in, I get that from time to time, but if we're constantly saying yes to sleeping in, we're also constantly saying no to helping enhance ourselves to be our very best. Say no to getting caught up in binge watching nonsense on Netflix. Read a book, listen to a positive podcast, my Kickin' Life podcast. We just recorded our 74th episode today. Man, that thing's rolling along. And that's thanks to you folks out there for continuing to share it, because collectively, working together, the yes is making our society a happier, healthier, and safer place to live. And how we do that by empowering people to believe in themselves and respect others, to smile, to be nice, to be polite, to respect themselves enough to know what battles are worth fighting and what battles aren't worth fighting. Your kids are a battle worth fighting. Help them out. Yeah, your family's a battle worth fighting. Help them out. Yourself is a battle worth fighting. Help yourself out by doing those little things. Watching what you eat, going to the gym, exercising, because if you're not at your best, and this is a right hook of reality, and then big old uppercut from one of my mentors, he pretty much flat out said, do you enjoy disrespecting those you're here to serve? I'm like, whoa, man, what do you mean? I give everything I've got. And he goes, you give everything you've got, I don't doubt that. But if you're at only 50%, even if you give 100%, you're really only giving 50% because that's all you have to give. So say yes to bettering yourself. Say no to getting engaged in nonsense battles on social media. That way you can be your best. Go to the gym. Watch your nutrition. Get plenty of, get enough sleep. And the sleep part that he kind of threw at me was this. He goes, so when's the last time you got more than 6 hours of sleep? And I'm like, okay. So anyway, kind of hit home. And another thing is have some shutdown time. Have some unplugged time. That means where the phone is off, down, nothing, gone. Have some shutdown. Therefore, let that mind be creative. Let it just rest a little bit so you're not constantly engaged in everything on social media, the texts, the tweets, the emails, the Facebook messages and everything else, and bing, bang, boom, bam, bam, all over the place. It's like your brain's going, hey, stop! Say no to that. Say yes, this is shutdown time. So there you go, folks. That was kind of a lot, wasn't it? Yeah. As always, thank you so very much from the bottom of my heart for taking time out of your busy day. Like I said, time's the most sacred commodity, and the fact that you said yes to watching this touches my heart like you'll never know, and it really, really, I mean, it really touches my heart. It makes me feel very, very good, the fact that you spent time with me. Leave your comments, feedback, suggestions below. I love reading them. I really love the fact that you took time to do it, and I'll personally reply back to each and every one. Also, do what you can to say yes to help somebody else by sharing this video message with someone that you know could use this message. Someone that you know that could inspire and empower them. Maybe they're feeling down. Maybe they're saying yes to too many negative things, and they're not feeling good about it. Maybe you've tried to talk to them, and maybe they just didn't hear the message. Maybe the message that I'm presenting will be, just what they needed to hear, or probably the same thing you're saying, but you know how it is, especially if you have kids. You'll say the same thing to them, and somebody else will say something, and they'll be like, hey, that's the first time I ever heard that. And I say the same thing. I did when I was a kid, so my kids do it now. I'm like, ah! But anyway, share this with somebody that would benefit from it, and until we talk again, you get out there and do your best. Be your best. Be your best. And I promise you'll become your very best. God bless you. God bless your loved ones. I can't wait to talk to you again real soon. Have a blessed day. See you soon. Bye-bye.